Live with Bob Hanson, Tom Luchak, Sean O'Malley, Adam Fitzgerald, and Andy Van Meer. This is Buffalo After Dark.
Welcome to Buffalo After Dark.
Oh my God.
It is October 13th, and of course we got our usual group here. Sean's gonna be running a little bit late, but Bob, Wayne Gretzky's adopted son, and Fitz, how are you all doing tonight?
Hi.
He's good. He's fine.
I'm good, Daddy. So good.
Yeah, eat shit. Anyway,
And anyone,
I got the jersey on.
yeah, and anyone that knows, of course, we run that TVMA disclaimer. So if you have young ones, get them out of the room. But anyways, we're gonna start off with a little bit of breaking news going on, and literally one of the fun things that's happening today is Josh Allen. Well, not only did he have a great week, and we'll recap the Bills in a little bit, but he has been named the Nickelodeon MVP of Slime Time.
Yay, he's now in the same category with Mitch Trubisky.
Hey,
Yay! What a non-trophy to have.
Yeah, an award is an award.
right?
I know. I love the guy, but I just feel like that's childish as fuck. And
Okay.
And then of
It
course,
is a child award.
Andy, fucking go to better Wi-Fi for the love of fuck.
Listen, you shut your mouth over there. I'm Wayne Gretzky's adopted son.
Yeah, well, Wayne Gretzky should probably get
Show me
better
some
Wi-Fi.
respect.
yeah, I was gonna say Wayne Gretzky's got maybe like $100 or $200 he can spend on you.
You're right.
But this is already entertaining.
Joke is a joke.
Right. But anyways, guys, if you want to jump on, we're
I
gonna take.
think he's an analyst.
What's that?
Oh, Jesus, Andy. How far behind are you? Like, Jesus, settle down.
Man, he is delayed.
It's like,
Wow.
Is he okay tonight?
I don't know. All I know is his Wi-Fi sucks.
His Wi-Fi is always ass.
Yeah.
It's just if not assier than the Buffalo Sabres themselves.
Yeah.
Not as bad.
That too.
Not as nice as your mom's ass, Bobby.
God Almighty, help me.
By the way, I'm sorry if you watched this podcast. I'm sorry I wasn't talking about your ass. I don't know what your ass looks like. I'm sure it's nice.
Oh,
You're a weirdo. I'll just say that for a fact. You are definitely a weirdo in my book. I love you to death, but that's the truth. You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, Daddy, talk dirty to me.
God. Are you a Jason Derulo fan, Adam?
Oh, maybe.
God Almighty.
Well, anyways,
Is better?
We're better. Jesus Christ, where the hell did you come from?
something even worse than usual today.
I don't know.
All I heard was burr.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Well, we have
I don't know what's going on.
Jesus, dude. Well, full big Lewfie sits here and like is contemplating his life decision. You guys can call in live 929-205-6099, gets you on the show, and of course we've got a lot to cover. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a recap on football, and of course we're going to talk about the 49ers first, then we'll go into the Panthers and then the Bills, and then we'll also talk a little bit about the Colts and the Ravens. But Andy, you're 49ers, and now you have Trey Lance as the starter.
Is this working?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, tell us about the 49ers.
Trey Lance is awesome, and the line sucks, and we're not doing so hot. Is
What
this
about
working?
Yeah, what about George Kittle?
Life sucks. See him in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
That was the quickest recap of ever by Andy.
Right. Luke,
Yep.
what about your Panthers?
Oh my God, I saw that game.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Okay, Jesus Christ. Anyways, here's what I'll say about that game. That's another blown opportunity where we should have been fucking 4-0.
Right. And you know what? Honestly, I like the defense, but boy, oh boy, Sam Darnold cost me my whole entire fantasy week. Just so you know.
You think I care about you and your fantasy league? I told you. I fucking told you. You can only be so fucking good and pretend like you're so good around a nice core of guys. And before you give up 3 fucking interceptions on fucking 200 yards, you fucking bum piece of shit.
I guess the question to you, Bobby, why'd you even draft Sam Darnold?
Because he was available.
Why the fuck do you even have?
Yeah, but even with him being available, why'd you draft him?
I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. When I seen the 3rd interception, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Here, look, folks. Here's a fucking pussy holding the football. Want to see it like leave its arm? No, wait, hold on. He's gonna fucking pass to the other team anyway. You fucking goof fuck.
I just find that so embarrassing that the Panthers were such heavy favorites going into that game, and yet they let the Eagles come back. And I find it even more pathetic is that Sam Darnold's performance overall, he had like 3 interceptions and had 2 rushing like plays and literally gave the Eagles life. It's like, how the fuck did that even come about? Yet they were projected to win, and he threw for under 200 yards. That's embarrassing.
I'll tell you how it came to pass. I'll tell you. It all started back in whenever the fuck he was born, okay? And when his dad nutted in his mom and said, hey, all of a sudden now we have a son. We're going to name it Sam, and we don't know if it's going to be a girl or a boy. And all of a sudden it comes out and it's like, oh my God, I can throw a football. And then it grew up and it fucking went to college, and he was pretty good in college. And then like the Jets are like, oh my God, let's draft this piece of shit. And then all of a sudden the Panthers like, you know what? Let's fucking draft this trade for this piece of shit. And then they're like, oh my God, we went like 3-0. We're doing great. You weren't doing great. The only reason you're doing fucking great, Sam Darnold, is because the fucking team around you is fucking helping you win the game. You're an absolute bomb. You're a disgrace. You should fucking run yourself into a fucking brick wall head first without a helmet.
Hey, Lewfie, that's how you really feel.
Fucking absolute piece of garbage. I'd rather have fucking Bobby fucking quarterbacking.
Oh my God.
Can we say we missed McCaffrey much?
Yeah, I did miss McCaffrey, but at the same time, that McCaffrey can't fucking score every fucking touchdown.
I think
the fucking
so.
Quarterback's got to do something.
Oh my God. And I believe I read the schedule. They're supposed to play the Vikings on Sunday. I swear to God, if you don't beat the Vikings, I don't know what to think of you at this point.
If McCaffrey's not back, Sam Darnold's going to be lost.
Well, I can be almost certain that McCaffrey has a 50-50 chance to play this week.
Yeah, he's going to play. He's going to play. You know what? He's going to look at Sam Darnold and be like, I pick up bigger shit than you for fucking breakfast. Give me the fucking ball, you piece of dog shit. Go fuck your hat. Go fuck your mom. You know what? Anybody listening right now, or everybody's going to listen, go fuck yourself too.
So what you're saying is you
What are you saying?
love Sam Darnold. I said what you're saying is
fuck would I love Sam Darnold when he fucking threw 2 games for us now.
Oh my God.
Wow.
because he's the
They did the
best.
fucking Dallas game.
Him.
The Dallas game. I'll keep going because the Dallas game was another fucking thing. It was like absolute chaos. It was absolute fucking bullshit. The fucking team looked like they're a fucking bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. They're running around not playing their regular game. They're fucking being all fucking fucking stupid. And then Sam Darnold fucking be like, oh, wait, 5 minutes left. I'm going to try to come back now. When it's too fucking late, you fucking goof fuck.
Oh my God. But the Eagles game was just like, ugh. I was thinking about you through the 3rd and 4th quarter. I'm like, I wonder how he's reacting at this point. And it's probably pretty bad at that point.
I put my fist through my garage wall 4 times.
Oh my God! Did you not like get like a splinter through all that?
No.
It's like an iron fist, basically. My God. I feel so bad for you right now. I really do. I still think they'll make the playoffs, but that past week, oh my God, that was brutal.
They need another wide receiver anyway.
What do they need?
They need another wide receiver anyway.
Oh yeah, I could definitely.
Oh yeah, we totally do. Because when McCaffrey's not there, we don't have anyone else besides fucking DJ Moore to fucking pass it.
Yeah, well, at least you have another week and a half of waiting until Stephon Gilmore steps in and changes the entire defense. So we'll see how that goes.
The fucking quarterback, though. I need a fucking receiver.
That's true. I mean,
That defense is fine even without him.
I'm sure they'll get one. I mean, I would not doubt it. That's for sure. I would definitely not doubt it.
Hey, Andy, I don't know, but like fine, because when I looked at the last game, that defense didn't look that fucking fantastic to me.
Oh, God.
Sure, they'll be okay.
Right. Well, if you want to know a really bad D, how about Kansas City this past Sunday when the Bills whooped their ass on national?
Oh, yow! Man, God almighty, that was horrible.
So,
for at least Kansas City.
Yeah, KC was brutal. Tyreek Hill couldn't do anything that night. In fact, actually, to give you an idea of how bad the night was, let's see. Tyreek Hill ends up being on the downside of a pick six from Micah Hyde, which ended up helping us out. L'Jarius Sneed got hurdled by Josh Allen, so it's the hurdle part 2. So
that's enough said. Josh Allen, you're a fucking legend. You're on NFL Twitter page jumping over a fucking defenseman.
Yes.
You are an absolute beast.
Hey, Anthony Barr, you're not the only one anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
you're not.
There goes that guy.
Doing it since junior college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, there goes that fucking defense's fucking career.
Right. And even better is that that's the second time he's hurdled somebody for a first down because it was a 9-yard gain. And it was like the same thing with Anthony Barr. It was like an 8 or 9 yard gain when that happened back in 2018.
The funny thing is that hurdle looks like Christian McCaffrey jumping over a fucking into the end zone, doing a flip, but he's like half Allen's size and he's a running back.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
I think they actually made a commercial about that, what you just described, Adam. I believe that Amazon actually promoted that play into a commercial here in America for Christian McCaffrey to promote the NFL last season. And he was talking about like NFL stats, next gen stats, or stuff like that. It was a really interesting commercial, and I actually liked it a lot. So I'm like, all right, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only guy I know that's that height. He can jump his height over people.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane. And the fact that he's willing to do that, I mean, natural leader right there. I mean, and the fact that he's already got a lot of the Bills records, I mean, he's something special. He's not even in his prime.
No, not even close. And what's even scarier is the guy has done this twice already, and the dude is 6'5", 237 fucking pounds. That's
Right.
a big boy.
The big dude.
Oh yeah.
Boys. This guy's been doing it since high school. He's been
Right.
jumping
He's
over
been
people.
6'5" since he's been like fucking 18, so it's not new to him. So
Exactly.
Oh,
And even better is like I remember Kyle Williams when he was mic'd up in his last season. He's like, he's an oak tree. He'll be fine. The way to describe him. So, oh God, Kyle Williams, if you were to ever come out of retirement, oh, you would fit so well on this team.
like I just find it interesting that like after the Bills won that game, it almost came to the point like immediately after I was just looking forward to the media praising the Buffalo Bills like anybody would, especially when you're beating arguably the best team in the AFC in the last 3 years or 4 years, whatever the number is. And now instead of talking about the Bills, they're talking about how they're so concerned about the Chiefs or what happened to Patrick Mahomes. It's like, bitch, settle down, shut the fuck up. Just acknowledge that the Bills actually did something that a lot of teams weren't able to do since the Super Bowl, and that was to beat Patrick Mahomes on his own turf.
Exactly.
well, plus you have so in my opinion, the first 2 quarters, Josh Allen looked kind of he looked kind of like all over the place. He wasn't that great in the first 2 quarters. And then the third and the fourth is when he went fucking total ape shit, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, by far. By far.
And it's not often we see a lightning delay during the game, but I mean, even still, that didn't affect anything except for help us. But I mean, one of the other things I wanted to bring up is Dawson Knox, 5 touchdowns this season now.
I think he's
So
Who
glad
is
I
Dawson
drafted him.
Knox? Who is it?
Who is
Dawson
what?
Knox, tight end.
Oh, he's a tight end for the Bills?
Yeah. And he's emerged as a really legitimate threat now, because especially that one play where it was a 50.
That's what they needed. That's what they needed from him.
Yeah, remember that first game, Tom, we went to a couple years ago at that Bills home opener? I think it was Dawson Knox's first ever NFL game where he went over Jesse Bates.
Yep.
Oh my God, that was something special. Adam needs to see that play. That was remarkable. And yeah, it was Adam. I mean, not Adam. Tom, me, and Brett. The three of us were at that game when Dawson Knox committed that hit against Jesse Bates, and they were playing the Bengals. And he just clobbles the ball. He goes down one over and takes his head and knocks Jesse Bates into the ground and keeps on trucking.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, Knox is really turning into a nice threat now. And here's the thing. I mean, Brandon Beane saw the need after getting annihilated by Kansas City last year in that AFC title game. And the biggest thing that happened, the defense, he improved it immensely. I mean, and he also got additional weapons for the wide receiver as well. With Emmanuel Sanders, he's having a great season. And he's turned out to be another legitimate deep ball threat that Josh Allen didn't have last year. So now when you're looking at having, of course, Diggs, you have Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley in the slot. You can go to Dawson Knox because he actually has been pretty decent on some long routes now. And don't forget to mention the running game is finally showing up. We're probably the most complete team right now.
Without a doubt.
Well, okay, can I please just say for one thing?
Sure.
Stephon Diggs is a fucking a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
His fucking brother, though, is another fucking beast, too.
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs is a freaking animal. And you know what's funny? My brother-in-law is a diehard Cowboys fan, and he absolutely loves Trayvon Diggs.
My buddy I work with, he's a diehard fucking Dallas fan, and he's like creaming over this guy. He's like, oh, he's better than Stephon Diggs. And I'm like, he's too young to be better than Stephon Diggs. He's not at his level yet, but he's probably gonna be really fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, he had a monster game against. He had a monster game with Dallas this week. So I mean, that was just a thing of beauty to watch.
Not to mention he dismantled the Panthers too. Like it's
yeah, seriously. But yeah, I love the fact that Zach Moss is finally getting the ball more consistently, and I also like that Singletary is getting more consistent too. But I have to say, Zach Moss, I think, is the RB1 at this point. I mean, the fact that he can just crush people going up the middle, he doesn't care about going sideways or anything. He'll just plow right up the middle and drag people for an extra 3 to 5 yards.
Yeah, at this point, the Bills will do anything to commit any sort of play to just basically get a few handful of yards or a handful of passes. They will do anything to get some sort of momentum going into their favor.
Right.
And you know what? I'll say this. And I'll say it honestly. As any NFL fan, I'll say, if I'm going up against the Bills, I'm afraid of that O-line. I'm afraid of it, and I'm afraid of fucking Zach Moss and everything they bring. I don't like the fact that if my team went up against them, and we will. I think we play sometime in December or some shit.
Yeah, right before Christmas.
Yep.
I am not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to getting beat to shit.
The scarier thing, 30-plus points in the last 4 games.
No. You know what's even scarier is the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Gregory Rousseau.
Oh, he is a beast.
Oh, my God. I had no idea that guy was a wide receiver in high school. I had no idea.
Yeah, that dude is a beast. I mean, he is just really come on full circle. I mean, and seeing him come out, I mean, man, that just adds a whole nother dimension. But here's another thing, too. Boogie Basham's actually showing up now, getting some sacks in there. And so, I mean, that's been nice to see. But another thing I look at when you look at the defense, especially with how Kansas City has Travis Kelce, for example, I mean, you notice how they were using four-man spread in a lot of ways. and they were creating their own holes and working with double coverage. I mean, it was just weird because it's like some of the defensive schemes, if you look at it real close, it's almost like they're improving everything. They're just creating stuff and just flying with it.
Absolutely. And I said that last week on the show. I said to you that I have a friend who lives in New York, but is a Chiefs fan, and he said to me before playing Buffalo that everybody across the league is now starting to figure out the Chiefs playbook. And they're basically finally figuring out how to shut down Mahomes, like everybody figured out Lamar Jackson. Everybody's starting to figure out Travis Kelce. Everyone's trying to figure out Tyreek Hill. Everybody's figuring them out. And he specifically told me the same thing that you just said, is that most teams are starting to double cover Travis Kelce and double cover Tyreek Hill. So they have nowhere to go. And that's why the Chiefs offense has been such a disaster this year. But their defense is just as worse.
Yeah. And even then, I mean, with working with that, I mean, Hill and Kelce had absolutely nothing in terms of production. I mean, they did virtually nothing. Now, Mahomes had a couple good flashes, but at the same time, Mahomes only had like a 70-something QB rating for the game, and Josh Allen was, I think, like at 132-something.
It's crazy, honestly. It's honestly crazy.
But
yeah, Mahomes looks like
if you have two weapons like the Chiefs have for like running the ball and shit, they're gonna watch them. And the Bills did a great job of fucking just covering those fucking guys like crazy.
Yeah,
like white on rice.
Yeah, and then the second half, just running the ball and killing clock. I mean, that was just beautiful to watch that. And it's just the way that they were adjusting the defense on the fly and the way that the offense was clicking. I mean, the Bills, if I'm another team, I don't want to face them right now.
No,
I don't. I don't want anything to do with that. I wish we could like forfeit the game.
No.
Why say you don't have 35 plus points put up against you? I mean.
Yep.
I don't. You know what? I don't. The only thing I think is that like when the Bills and the Panthers play, it'll be a fucking defensive fucking game. It'll be. I think it'll be a low scoring game. I think it'll be like an 18 fucking kind of game. It won't be like anything fucking crazy.
Right. And originally I was thinking when we did predictions last week, I was thinking it was only going to be like a 3-point game. I didn't think it was going to be like a 30 plus point night for the Bills.
No, I don't think anybody.
I knew it because the fucking defense in Kansas City is fucking garbage.
Yeah,
hey, Sean, what's going on, man?
Not much, gentlemen. How you been?
Doing good. We're just kind of recapping some stuff with the Bills, and then we're going to hit Colts and Ravens, and then we're going to go to Seattle Kraken. So we're going to talk about that because I know they played last night. But I'll tell you, and of course, Lewfie's offering you the Bud Light through the screen.
No. This night is not sponsored by Bud Light. I just like to drink it a lot.
Rain breath adopted me.
No, he didn't. He didn't give you good enough Wi-Fi. I don't even believe that shit.
Right. But of course, if anyone does want to get on, of course, we are live tonight. So, of course, give us a call. 929-205-6099 gets you on the air. And right now, we're roughly about a good 20 minutes in or so. So let's talk about the Colts versus the Ravens. And it was a close one, but Lamar Jackson got it done. 500 plus combined yards.
Oh, geez.
Passing and rushing.
Wait,
so all of us in this room, who picked the Colts to win? That's right.
It almost happened.
I did.
Yeah, nobody did. But look how bad struggled.
I'm pretty sure I did.
How'd that work out?
Well, I don't know.
Almost did.
Yeah,
they almost did it.
Almost.
They almost did it. You can't tell me they didn't almost do it.
That's bad for a team that's supposed to be high on the hierarchy.
Right.
Going in overtime with the Colts with Carson Wentz, that's bad.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, but I have to give credit where credit is due, and that is Lamar Jackson had a good game against the Colts on Monday night.
Oh, fuck his credit. Fuck his credit. That's
he
bad.
doesn't deserve credit. He doesn't deserve credit for almost losing to the fucking Colts.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's not the fact that they almost lost the Colts. It's the fact that he was able to put up 500 plus yards combined both rushing and passing, because people gave him shit since he won the MVP like 2 years ago that, oh, he should be a passer and not a runner. And he worked on his game all summer, and he knew that he's in for a contract. So he's like, I'm going to have to prove my value. And sure enough, I know it's the Colts, but, Lamar did what Lamar had to do. And I got to give him props for that. But aside from everything else that he's done, I don't think he's going to get what he gets. And it's just because of this one game. I guarantee you the Ravens are going to look at him and they're going to say, you know what, Lamar, you're going to get a monster contract. You're going to get around $350 million for 5 more seasons in Baltimore. I'm calling it right now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
I bet you fucking Sam Darnold could outthrow that fucking goof.
He probably would. I wouldn't be shocked.
Right. I'd be surprised if Lamar Jackson gets more money than Josh Allen, though. That would be absolutely insane and wrong.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no goddamn way.
He hasn't
Josh
even made
Allen,
it to an
actually,
AFC.
we got him on the cheap.
Yeah. And the thing too is the Ravens don't spend money. That's another thing that they have an issue with is they get good talent and they draft well, but they don't ever spend. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar Jackson was ever being linked to being, released or being traded. But his MVP caliber from 2 years ago, that's going to make it a lot harder for them. So they're going to have to somehow negotiate a contract with them.
He ain't the same Ravens. It doesn't matter what you fucking say or what you do. They ain't the same Ravens for fucking however many years ago. So
Right.
no,
Yeah,
he ain't getting 350 fucking mil on a bad day.
He'll get maybe
He'll get what?
30.
The happy meal.
30 around. He'll get about $30 million a year.
Okay.
Yeah, but like what? Fucking 3-4 years? He ain't getting 5. No way.
Right.
Yeah, because Allen got like 6 years, $258 million.
Right. And that's actually
Why the fuck would Lamar Jackson get $350 million if Josh Allen would get 250?
You'd be surprised. A lot of quarterbacks get overvalued these days.
yeah, Mahomes.
Oh, like Sam Darnold? Like Sam Darnold, right? Like
Yeah,
that
Sam
guy?
Darnold. I'm almost
Football
certain,
player doesn't spend money.
I'm almost certain that Lamar Jackson's going to make more money than Sam Darnold, but he will not make as much money as Josh Allen. But it wouldn't shock me if he did, because the Ravens just do the most ridiculous shit on the planet.
You just said they don't pay players, so how would he get more Josh Allen?
Because he's their franchise guy. That's why. What I'm saying, they don't spend. They don't give out big contracts. They don't spend in free agency. They don't do any of that. But because they've saved up so much money in the last couple of years, they're going to use that remaining cap on Lamar Jackson at some point.
Well, they haven't had to pay Ray Lewis since he retired, so that's obviously one way that they have some money.
Yeah, but Ray Lewis, that was like 10 years ago, though.
Yeah, something like that. But, I mean, they've been cheap ever since.
I know that, but it's just the Ravens just
You got
don't
to keep
have
Mark Andrews around. You got to keep Hollywood Brown around.
They kept Joe Flacco
They're
around.
gonna have to pay money. They're gonna have to pay some fucking money, and they're not gonna pay like $300 million for fucking him. I can guarantee you that.
Right. Well, to give you an idea, they kept Flacco way too long, and they actually gave big money to Trent Dilfer at one time to give you an idea how screwed
Oh,
up.
good Lord. I remember that.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Pretty shitty.
But anyways, we're about 30 minutes in. We're going to move on to football. And of course, if you guys want to jump on, 929-205-6099 gets you on the show. A couple of things we want to talk about first. Sasha Barkov and the Florida Panthers. I know, Bobby, you had this in the pre-show. So go ahead and let's talk about it.
All right, so everybody already knows about the whole Sasha Barkov thing. And he got 8 years, $80 million, Andy, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, he got a nice chunk of change.
Well, regardless, he's definitely in the elite level, and I think he definitely deserves the credit he gets.
He's a top 10. He's a top 10 player. He's worth that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there was no reason for the Florida Panthers to not pay him what he wanted. So the contract is 8 years, $80 million, which leaves him at annual average value of $10 million per year with the Florida Panthers.
The Panthers are going to get lots of fucking goals of that fucking kid. They're going to get lots of fucking points, lots of production. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely. And you know what? He's a top center in the league, and he's gonna do great things with the Panthers. I'm almost certain of that. He's definitely gonna do some good things. And you know what? They're not that bad. I think I think with Barkov in the helm, I think if they just add a couple of more key players, the Panthers are definitely up there for a cup contention. And plus, they're getting younger. They have a lot of good prospects coming up, like Spencer Knight, and obviously a bunch of other kids are coming up as well. But Spencer Knight's the big one. But the Panthers, give them another year and a half, 2 years, they're going to be right up there with Tampa as far as like cup contender conversation.
Yeah, they've been quietly rebuilding.
I think they're better than. I think they're better than Tampa right now.
Oh, Tampa got destroyed by Pittsburgh last night, and Pittsburgh didn't even have Crosby and Malkin in there.
Yeah,
Florida's top 9 with the addition of Reinhardt. I mean, on top, their top 9 is going to be scary. You're talking about Declare, Owen Tippett coming up. You got Vetrano, Reinhardt, Barkov, Huberdeau.
Yeah, it's a scary top 10.
Yeah,
I'm happy for them.
Their defense, I mean, might be a little but with Ekblad coming back and tonight I think will blow up.
Mhm.
I think they're going to be up there. I'm telling you.
Did he
They're
still
on the rise.
have Bob? Did he still have Bob?
What's
Yeah,
up?
they got Bob too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bobrovsky. I thought you were talking to me, but no. But while we're talking about the Florida Panthers, they actually made a trade on Sunday, which I didn't expect to happen. And that was that the Florida Panthers made a deal with the Vancouver Canucks on Sunday, which will acquire a former 5th or 6th overall pick in 2016, I believe it was, in the 2016 NHL draft, in Olli Juolevi. He was traded from Vancouver to Florida on Sunday for Juho Lamiko and Noah Juleson going to Vancouver.
I still think Vancouver won. Vancouver still won on that.
Vancouver won that trade, you think?
If
I think-
Juolevi turns it around,
What's up?
Fuck yeah.
then
Yeah,
if
I
Juolevi
definitely
turns it around in Florida, then he won.
if he turns it around in Florida, that's a big win for the Panthers. But if he doesn't, Vancouver definitely wins, even if the return for him is not that great.
On paper right now, Vancouver's already won, unless he turns around. So.
Absolutely. What about you, Tom? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if Juolevi plays well, Florida won the trade. But that's if he plays well.
Yeah, for sure. And Sean, what do you think of the Sasha Barkov contract?
Well, obviously, I don't know who he is, but judging from how you guys described him, it definitely sounds like the Panthers won the deal.
Yeah, the Kraken would be lucky to have a player like that. Lucky.
They could very well get one, if not one already. So,
Very true. And actually, while we're verging onto the Kraken, the Seattle Kraken had their first ever game last night. And I will say, first and foremost, it is nice to have hockey back on ESPN. That is something we have missed for so many years. It was just so nice to have that NHL on ESPN Music. The commentators actually were good. The intermission reports didn't suck. They actually were really into it. And I'll tell you one thing. Vegas, they say it's like the biggest nightclub atmosphere for a hockey arena. And just like seeing what they did for the pregame and how everybody was into it, I got to give them a lot of credit. But the Kraken, even though they're 0-1, they can't be disappointed by how they played because Vegas is a good team out in the West, and they're a tough team. And the fact that the Kraken was able to hang in there, they came back in the second and early third periods, 3 unanswered goals. Leonard looked like ass in the middle of the game. And considering, I mean, Grubauer had some good saves. Morgan Geeky played well and got a really nice goal for that second goal. Everly looked good. Donato got the first ever goal.
it was the third goal, Tom.
Third goal. All right. But I got to say, I mean, Donato, first ever goal for the Seattle Kraken history. The only thing I was concerned about, though, is that literally it was 27 seconds in and Vegas was on the power play already.
Yeah. So, but I think
Can I put my opinion in because
Go for it.
yeah, go ahead.
Sean, nothing against you and your team because congrats on like your first game and whatever. But again, I'll come back and say every fucking time that Canada deserves another team more than the U.S. does, and it's gonna come at me a million times to say we need a fucking team. We need the fucking Nordiques back. We need something back.
I want the Nordiques.
I wouldn't. I'm not denying that one bit. To be honest, I feel like, I believe Canada's way better in hockey than America.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah,
I just got to be real.
Right.
Well, not to mention, like most of the winning teams in the NHL right now are fucking all Canadian players and American teams.
Hey, I don't deny that for a second.
Yeah. But so let's get Sean's impression on that game last night. So how did you feel about the overall performance? Like, how did you feel about the broadcasting on ESPN? How did you feel about the atmosphere? How did you feel about with Mark Giordano being named the first captain in the history of the Kraken and stuff like that? Like, tell us all that. Like, give us a description of everything you've experienced in the last 24 hours.
Well, here's the thing. I actually went to bed when the game was going on because the freaking time zone different. I had to. All right, it was late. It was late at night at the time. Anyway, but looking at the score, the fact that the Kraken came back to tie the game later in the game against a really good Golden Knights team, that's really impressive. And yeah, it sucks that they lost, but hey, I'm not really disappointed in them. I'm not that disappointed. And plus, it's literally just their first ever regular season game, so I gotta cut them some slack.
Yeah, I mean, Vince Dunn had a pretty good outing. I mean, Mark Stone was definitely one of the best players for the Knights, though. I mean, it's just, and the thing was that Robin Leonard, I mean, yeah, he took over from Marc-Andre Fleury, but that middle to the end portion of the game, oh my God.
It sounds like a lot of butthurt Buffalo Sabres fans.
Sure, I got to go back and watch the highlights of the game.
Yeah, that was a good game overall. I was very impressed.
Yeah, but I'm gonna definitely go into more depth with on the Kraken's lair this weekend. So
yeah. But yeah, I got to give the Kraken a lot of credit, though. And as much as I never liked Dave Haxtell when he was the coach of the Flyers, he had that team ready to go. I mean, they came out and they were just playing, and I like the fact that they were going in to the dirty areas of the ice, and they were actually fighting for the puck, and they were fighting for possessions. And that's like one of those things. And I kind of look at it with what the Sabres could be. If their younger talent can play anything like we saw last night, then okay, the season is not going to be all bad. Whether or not Don Granato gets that to happen, Lord knows, because I know half the preseason they absolutely sucked, and I fell asleep watching one game. But I mean, if the Kraken can keep up what they're doing, and Hextall, I think, is going to have a fairly good system with them, and I'll give him credit for how they came out last night. If he can have them play consistently and they can get wins, I mean, there's a very good possibility that they could enter in to the playoffs, and they could possibly be a tough opponent to go against in the West.
Okay, here's my okay, wait. You're not. You act like you're surprised when you're putting a whole bunch of fucking seasoned players onto a new team. The only difference is that they're on a fucking new team. There's no fucking difference in them going from say Giordano going from Calgary and going to Seattle. Nothing changes. They're still the same fucking player. You can't tell me that any team in this fucking era against an expansion team is not going to be good, because they're going to have a whole bunch of fucking players that you can't keep up with, because they're all fucking seasoned fucking vets. They're going to play good, obviously. Jesus Christ. Look at the Gold Knights. They came in the first season with Are you fucking kidding me? It's nothing surprising. There's nothing surprising about this. Nothing. You have a whole bunch of seasoned players. No.
It's not like you're coming to Buffalo and going on a new team.
It's basically it. You're fucking still playing the same game you played for like 10 years, and you're coming to a new team.
You're not coming to Buffalo with a bunch of rookies and a bunch of...
if they were to come to Buffalo, I mean, basically, we're like the Tampa Bay Lightning of like 1991 when they absolutely sucked all season.
Well, that's what I mean. Nothing's changed for these players. They're all still good players. They got a team fucking handed to them, just like the Vegas Golden Knights, and the same with the Seattle Kraken. free team, free players. Here you go. Here's some fucking awesome players. And go to the playoffs because it's going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah, but nobody knew that certain players were going to break out.
Right.
How can you not break out when you're on a fucking team where you have no choice but to use the players?
Like
Look at what he did before.
William
This is a
Carlson
redemption
and
opportunity.
Marchessault and Ryan.
Like, no, get fucked. It's like
None of them
putting
broke out.
Carlson
So
on
went
the
to Vegas.
fucking night.
Right.
They
Right
knew
to that.
Carlson was going to be a good fucking player. Didn't fucking put him on the team for no
Nobody
goddamn
knew
reason.
about it
And of
until he
course,
went there.
dude, if you give that guy playing time, any player playing time, they're gonna fucking score goals. They have no fucking choice.
Did anyone think Grubauer was going to be as good as he was last night?
Of course it is. Grubauer's a good goalie.
Well, yeah, I think that was the point the Kraken were trying to go into in the offseason was they were intentionally making their expansion draft hot, utter garbage. I mean, they got Giordano, they got all these players, but free agency is where they saved up all their money. And Sean can agree with me on this, is that they actually went into free agency with a strategy, and they went out of their way to say, you know what? We want to be competitive, so let's compete with Vegas by going and get guys like Philip Grubauer, Jaden Schwartz, and a bunch of other journeymen that could add some depth to our lineup if we desperately needed it. And sure enough, look at Ryan Donato. Ryan Donato just signed with the Kraken 2 weeks ago, and he scored the first fucking goal in the history of the franchise. So there you have it.
Here's the thing. Everyone said when the Kraken drafted, they're just like, oh my god, they drafted a bum team. You think they weren't paying people millions of dollars to sit in the fucking room and be like, hey, you know what? If we don't fucking draft this player and take this player and this player, we can have a whole bunch of money to fucking throw around. And smart. Sure enough, Grubauer. The no-brainer fucking I'd pay that guy overnight to be my goalie.
Exactly.
I'd pay him to be my bodyguard, for fuck's sake. The guy's a fucking beast.
Yeah, and that's my point. The Kraken had $28 million fucking dollars to play with. $28 million. And they spent half that money on basically what you're adjusting, and that is with Philip Grubauer. Yeah, no shit. Somebody would sign Philip Grubauer to that contract because he's a freaking good goalie. And the Kraken saw an opportunity, and they said, let's go out and get Philip Grubauer. They could have stuck with Chris Drieger. They could have done with someone else. So they said, let's go upgrade our position a little bit. Let's go out and get freaking Grubauer, and then have Drieger as a solid young goalie. So you have a 1-2 tandem.
Yeah, see, you know what? You could do what the Leafs did and be like, hey, we'll trade away our number goalie. We'll keep Jack Campbell. And you know what? Fuck, here's a great idea. Let's bring in Peter Mrazek. Like, why not? Let's bring in Peter fucking
Gotta have
Mrazek.
two goalies.
What the fuck
Gotta
is
have two
that?
good
Guy's
goalies in this
injured the whole fucking season. I don't need the fucking goalies injured the whole fucking time. He played like 10 games.
This is too funny.
You haven't watched Mrazek that much, have you?
I don't give a fuck. He's an old Detroit goalie that's a bum. I don't need another bum on a team that's already fucking full of bums.
Andy, I think he's already having PTSD from Sam Darnold. I don't think he needs another one.
Well, guess what? He's gonna have more PTSD when the fucking Maple Leafs don't make it out of the first round again.
Wait.
This doesn't surprise me though. What do you think that hurts my feelings when I already know what happens every fucking year? It really means nothing to me when you say that.
Yeah.
Man.
It will when it comes playoff time.
No, it won't. Last time it didn't fucking affect me at all.
Oh yes, it will. You know it fucking will. It's gonna fucking bite
Nope.
at you.
I'm pretty sure last time it didn't even affect me because I knew it's going to happen. I knew it's going to happen every time. I know it every time.
Mm-hmm. Talk all that Maple Leaf smack, and then when it comes time to shine,
I'd have nothing good to say with the Maple get put out in the first round again if they even make the playoffs.
Well, it could be worse. Could be like Columbus in the draft when they drafted that unranked guy, Yegor Chenikov, or whatever.
God, I remember that.
Happened on him for a while.
God.
But anyways, we only got about 15 minutes left, so let's jump right into the Arizona Coyotes situation and the fact that apparently Arizona might be on the move, and there was a possible speculation that Houston could be the new home.
Get fucked. I don't even want to talk about this shit. Like, bring it to Canada. Go fuck yourself.
Now, Lewfie, I will say this. I would love to see the Quebec Nordiques come back.
I would too.
I would love to see that, especially the old rivalry with them versus the Habs. That
I want Joe Sakic as the general manager of the Nordies.
I would too, but they have to fire him or kidnap him.
Sakic ain't going anywhere. Pick somebody else, like I don't know, Adam Denmarsh.
Matt Sundin.
No. If
What,
you're
you
gonna
want
pick,
somebody
how about this? I have a better idea. How about Ray Bork?
Adam Foote.
Ooh.
Ray Bork.
Adam Foote. I'll go with Adam Foote. Yeah.
I love how Sean's just like, you guys are funny.
That's I wasn't even listening to you guys. I was just looking on Twitter and freaking. Oh gosh, this is.
Oh, you're kind of like when Coco put me to
I'll save it till later. I just saw a tweet from Madden, and no, I don't even want to go there right now.
Okay, but yeah. So the Coyotes might be moving to Houston after the season ends because their lease ends, and the city of Glendale and Tempe both told them to fuck off.
Yeah, you know what? You can fuck off too. You don't get another team, you fucking cucks.
He's so bitter at this point. I mean, I understand.
I
how
am
he's
bitter. Canada's game. You're fucking taking up all the fucking teams.
Yeah, I got to go with Adam on this one. Canada deserves another NHL team. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I mean, Quebec's got the arena for it. They have the fan base. Bring
Yeah.
it there. I mean, I would love to see them come back.
I mean, what's the holdup?
It's the Canadian dollar. Taxes in the Canadian dollar.
It's all about the Canadian dollar. Oh, Canadian dollar is so bad. I can guarantee you, if you fucking put a team in Quebec right now, it will outsell any stadium in the fucking in money and the fucking fans.
They probably. Well, here's a perfect example. They probably have like a 5-year waiting list for season tickets because everyone would want them.
Imagine
Exactly. But
Imagine.
No, the Canadian dollar is so fucking shitty right now. We don't fucking bring a team in.
Right.
Let's
It's
bring a
like
fucking team into Houston where it's not even a fucking hockey market.
I mean, they got AHL, but I mean, I don't follow.
Oh yeah, bring back the Astros, I guess, the northern fucking the North Stars.
Or I would say this. I would just move the Florida Panthers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get a new stadium because that's what they're leaning towards at some point. Because eventually they're going to have to get out of BB&T Center for the time being, or whatever the new arena is called. Because Carolina and Arizona have been linked for years to move to Quebec City. And it's going to get to a point now where I wouldn't be shocked if Quebec were to bid on it, but I have a strong belief that Houston's going to win the bidding war if it heads down to that direction at that point.
Yeah, but at the same time,
You know what really bothers me? Bobby?
Tell me.
Is you keep playing with your fucking hair and it's annoying me. Your hairline's really far back.
Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't realize my hair was that ugly. I just went to go fix it for a little bit. Shit. Because every time I go or talk, it just
Stop
goes down.
touching it. Stop touching your fucking hair.
Yeah, watch me.
You look like fucking what's his name off the fucking show? What's the show with the guy with the blonde hair and the fucking dog?
Oh God.
Come on, Andy. You can help me out here.
Not Conan O'Brien. Conan
Why,
O'Brien.
you're just gonna
No,
fucking
the
come after me and my
cartoon.
hairline?
Oh,
It's a cartoon. It's a goddamn
Dennis the
cartoon.
Menace?
Oh God, I don't watch cartoons. I wouldn't know. If it comes to me, then I'll probably remember it. But
That's the Menace with like that comb over, and he had that dog.
are you thinking
No,
of Dennis
no,
the Menace?
No, it's not Dennis the Menace. It's a fucking guy and a dog, and he's like a detective or some shit.
Oh, are you talking about Calvin and Hobbes?
Shut up, Bobby. Just shut up.
I don't know. I mean, Calvin and Hobbes has freaking blonde hair, and he has a pet imaginary tiger. So what
No,
more?
I'm gonna look it up. Just continue. I'll just
All
go
right.
here.
All right,
we're
fine.
gonna go into rapid fire because we only got about 8 minutes left. But a couple of things we wanted to touch on real quick too. Carolina, they didn't play the full slate of preseason games.
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation that was brought up. And I said this earlier to Tom. Yeah. So apparently, according to Frank Saravalli, there was some speculation that the NHL CBA requires teams to play at least 6 preseason games. The Carolina Hurricanes only played in 4 of them. And according to Cervelli, there was some thought from the season, and the only reason that the NHL was notified by this was because they were told by the Montreal Canadiens. And then it was later said the same thing. The Carolina Hurricanes, along with the Nashville Predators, the New York Islanders, the New Jersey Devils, and the San Jose Sharks were all granted exemptions under the CBA to play less than the 6 required NHL preseason games due to restrictions and powder outages.
Yeah, leave it to the scads to fucking bring up that shit.
Well, they're the ones that brought it up, so
Yep.
it's just interesting that that a freaking NHL team had to remind the NHLPA, hey guys, Carolina only played 4 preseason games. Everyone else played 5 or 6.
Oh, you're actually supposed to play 7. Yeah.
Well, apparently it's 6, but it's whatever.
True story. And then this actually came out too. So it is Rick Jeanneret's final season. He's only going to call 20 games this season.
That's unfortunate. He's getting up there in age. He's going to die eventually. So give him
Hey,
away.
Bobby.
What? He's like 78,
Bobby,
79.
you want to get cut, Bobby? You don't talk like that about the fucking great RJ, all right? All right?
I mean,
We're
I
not
love the guy, but the Sabres just keep abusing him in terms of using his
at that
youth.
point right now, okay?
He should have
What he
retired.
wants to do.
He should have
He's
retired
doing what
5
he-
years ago.
He wants to do.
You just said like
Yeah,
the
well,
guy's gonna
guess what? He
die
loves the
eventually.
fucking
What
game.
the fuck?
What? I have everything that I can basically say. It's the
He
truth.
loves the
Yeah,
Yes.
Bobby, you're gonna fucking die too. What's your fucking
fucking
point?
game. When he wants to quit, he'll quit. And this is his. Jesus.
Well, yeah, he's like fucking. Yeah, he's like fucking 80.
Right?
He's an absolute announcing god.
The greatest
Give the guy
of his-
fucking
I never
credit.
said he wasn't. I love RJ, but he's way beyond his prime.
Yeah. But I'll tell you though, hell of a career.
Bobby, I'm going to choke you out. You say that again.
Rick Jeanneret should have retired 5 years ago.
Well, guess what? He fucking didn't, and we're all happy he didn't. Now we get to hear him for one last fucking season. You son of a bitch! Take it for granted like that? How dare you talk like that about RJ?
What? I'm not taking it for granted. I mean, if you
Yeah,
had,
you say, oh, he's gonna die. He should have retired 5 years ago.
well, everybody
probably gonna-
dies. I mean, he's pretty much ready to die at some point.
Well, guess what? He ain't going right now. God damn it!
Right. And his first game of the 20 this season is tomorrow night.
Oh
So
God!
enjoy this season and stop being a dick about fucking run.
How many times
Hey,
did you
Leslie,
get?
treat him with some respect.
Hey, Bobby. By the way, don't watch the fucking game because you don't deserve to watch the game. Go
What do you-
fuck yourself.
I can't have an opinion based off what's going on.
No, you can't. You can't have a fucking opinion on a legend.
Stop
You
being
can't
a
shit on a legend like that.
Says the guy who hates Sam Darnold. So eat a dick.
Sam Darnold ain't
That sucks.
legend.
What a comparison! What a comparison when you're down and out.
All right.
Oh my God, Bobby!
Couple quick things. Yeah, a couple quick things before we go off the air tonight too, because we only have a few minutes. But
Lucky I don't fucking strangle you through my fucking phone.
Well, sorry. I would say the same thing about anybody, not just RJ.
No, shut up! Shut up, Bobby! Shut up!
Shut up!
oh man,
This got to be in the top. This got to be in the top 5 for season 2.
yeah.
You put some respect on RJ's name, God damn it!
I love RJ.
Don't
I have his
you
book. I have his
disrespect the RJ
microphone.
name.
I
I
met
will-
the guy. I love
I'm
the guy.
gonna-
I'm just saying his past.
You met the guy, and now you're just totally.
Here we go, going right back.
Hey, Bobby! I swear to God, if I ever see your mom in public, I'm gonna fist her in the ass
Back
with
to
a
the
piss.
same shit you were saying.
Sam
Shut
Bacon.
up!
On that note, a couple quick things before we go off the air today. Vegas is going to get the 22 NHL All-Star game, so I mean it's going to be a fun environment for them to see that. And then actually one of the last things that I'm going to mention too, Sean Shapiro with the reverse retro jerseys possibly coming back.
Yeah, that's been talked about a lot. Is that in the 2022-23 campaign, when everybody gets a fucking ad on their jerseys, the NHL is looking into doing reverse retro jerseys again, including with the Kraken, and they're going to be changing the designs of the jerseys.
Okay, can I have my opinion on this?
Yes.
Okay, so You know what? I'm not gonna have an opinion on this. I'm gonna tell you that you're a piece of shit for disrespecting RJ. And if I ever come across you, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass with a piece of 10 grit sandpaper.
Wow, over a broadcaster, shit.
The legend, not a
To
broadcaster.
be
Over a
fair, Bob,
broadcaster?
Bobby. To be fair, he's
Legendary.
no ordinary announcer. To be
I know
fair,
he isn't. I'm not in denial of this. He's one of the best broadcasters of all
He's
time.
only been the Sabres announcer since 1970.
What?
Yeah, Bobby, you
I
feel
hate
like a
that
piece
guy.
of shit now, Bobby? Do you feel like a piece
bro,
of shit now?
bro,
You should.
you just set yourself up to be grilled about this forever.
Oh,
All
we're
right.
not done with this season yet.
I don't have any
This is
remorse
more
when I
I'm
say.
not even a fucking Sabres fan, and you disrespected me.
I disrespected you. I didn't even hurt your feelings.
You disrespected RJ. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
He's
you're
an
a real
announcer. He's
Hall
an
of Fame.
announcer god.
Yeah,
He's a
Tom,
Bob
you say
Cole.
that
Fame
He's
that I
a
took
fucking
you to.
Bob Cole.
Bob Cole's fine too. He should have retired a long time ago too.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth. If you bring up Bob Cole, I will kill him, kill his
listen.
family.
James McDonald doesn't even he's still on the Islanders broadcasting team, but he hasn't broadcasted in 6 years. And if he's not doing his job like he would have done, like he would say he would, then he wouldn't be working. But he retired like 5 years ago, and he's like fucking ancient, just like RJ. Because there's a difference between having to do your job and having to actually say, you know what, I'm ready to settle in for the rest of my life and retire. I'm gonna hang it up and enjoy the rest of my life while I still have time to live. RJ stubbornly still had that going for him and wanted to continue, and I respect him for doing that. But there's a time
Because he loves the fucking Sabres. Who the fuck loves the Sabres? You're gonna shit on a guy for fucking loving a team that he's broadcasted since like the 70s?
Did I say that I hate the guy? No. Did I say that I don't
You're
love any of
shitting
his
on him. You're shitting on a fucking absolute fucking legend.
I'm just saying my opinion on the situation. If he's calling the last 20
Bobby,
games
you
of his
shit
career,
at him. You shit at him.
Yeah, and Jenner's coming back for season 51.
yeah,
like,
I'm not saying
Fuck your shit at him.
That's
Now you got to pay the price.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a fucking cuck. You fucking cuck.
sorry, I'm just saying my
Fucking tool
opinion.
bag.
Dude, just shut up while we're at. But anyways, a couple last things. Hey, Lewfie, what you got in the vape pen today?
A little indica strain. It's called Northern Lights. It's called what is it called? I'm so stoned I can't even tell. Oh Jesus, it's Northern Lights something. It's fucking good shit. It's
Like
good.
Bobby's mom.
Fuck you, Tom.
Yeah. And when I get a hold of your mommy, and she's gonna get it good.
Nice. Hey, last thing for tonight. Tomorrow, home opener, Buffalo versus Montreal. What do you guys think?
Abs.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Hab 6-1.
All right. Wayne Gretzky's adopted son. What do you think?
4-2 fucking Buffalo.
Okay.
Not gonna
Oh
happen.
my God, you're
Not bad.
delirious.
It's not gonna happen.
All right. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm
It
definitely.
ain't fucking Carey Price in that.
So what?
You got Jake Allen. You got Jake Allen, dude.
Okay.
Better than what you have in that.
Yeah, Montreal's got this in the bag.
See who comes to play?
Yeah.
Wow.
Considering they're probably starting Anderson, I'm almost thinking 5-1 Montreal. Honestly.
Come on.
I'll say 3-1 Montreal.
Give this team some credit. No fucking one. Come on. No fucking one goals. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
They have a chance to prove us wrong.
Yeah.
They got a chance to
You know
prove
what?
us wrong.
I'll take it back. I'm gonna feel like they're gonna be like exhausted after getting beat by the Leafs today. I'm gonna say 3-2 Buffalo.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
hoping
we'll see
I'm
what
wrong.
happens. I mean, and here's the thing. I'm glad that Dell got sent out because Tokarski definitely earned the backup spot.
Come on, Andy.
Sure did.
Really nothing.
But yeah, so
Funny, man.
yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up. Couple quick comments that we got. Akeem from Belton Buffalo was watching. He just wanted to say hi. I hope everything's going well. And then from there, everyone else who ended up watching tonight, certainly we thank you for joining us as usual. We're going to be back next week. And then, of course, tomorrow night after the Horn comes back for the first time in about 2 years. So Sabres postgame show will be on half hour after the game. You guys can call in live. It'll be yours truly. If any of these guys want to jump on, of course, they're always welcome to. So basically call in. We'll talk about the game. We'll see what happened, what didn't happen. Maybe I'll be proven wrong if the Sabres actually win tomorrow. And then we'll go from there. So, of course, keep it here. We'll let you know what happens.
One last thing, Tom.
Yeah.
One last thing, Tom.
Yeah.
Bobby, RJ is
What?
announcing tomorrow's home opener, so you better put some respect on.
Listen,
That's right.
I've been on respect for 50
I don't want to
years.
hear anything in your dirty whore mouth. Shut your fucking dirty whore mouth right now.
On that note, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you next time on Buffalo After Dark. We're gonna roll those credits. We gotta pay off a few people, and of course, we gotta keep the lights on. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
I didn't get paid. This is bullshit.
Buffalo After Dark is an H&H Studio production and distributed by Horns and Hooves Entertainment.